Hi, Capricorn. Welcome to the weekly tea. This is a brand new series that I have come up with for you guys. It's been basically like over a year at this point that so many of you have been asking me to do some sort of weekly check-in type of reading for YouTube. So here it is, finally. I really hope you guys enjoy it. Please do let me know in the comments if you do enjoy it. I love your feedback. You guys know I really appreciate your honest feedback. So if this is a series that you guys enjoy and respond positively to, then it will become a regular on the channel. And the game plan will be to issue a new weekly tea every Tuesday. So this very first installment is taking place on Tuesday, October 13th, 2020, which also happens to be the very beginning of Mercury retrograde, the very last one of 2020. Of course, adding to the clusterfuck that is 2020. So, yay! But Capricorn, as many of you know, those of you that are into astrology, like so many people obviously, sort of complain about the Mercury retrograde, like some weird shit typically goes down. People have issues with their technology, things like that. There are definitely some inconveniences that come along with it. But I want you guys to remember that we can always harness these planetary energies in a way that is beneficial. So it doesn't have to be all bad. So keep that in mind. Another really significant astrological event taking place this week is a new moon, which happens to be in the sign of Libra. And that's going to be in just a few days. So Capricorn, this is a bit of a crazy week, astrologically speaking. So no matter what zodiac sign you are, I feel like, you're going to be feeling this stuff this week, and it will impact you in one way or another. So before we dive into this, I just want to let you know, Capricorn, I will put like a detailed outline of this spread in the box below if you want to check that out. And a couple of quick announcements. Number one, if you're not already following me on Instagram, you should. If you have Instagram, I'm definitely getting a lot more active over on that platform. So if you enjoy this reading, I'm going to be doing like a lot more sort of mini style readings over on Instagram. So my handle is just at the Rosy Tarot, spelled just like that. So check that out. And lastly, the last thing I've got for you is about my brand new tarot course, which has only been around for a couple of months. And it is now something I'm very excited about, available in a fully on-demand format, meaning that you guys can sign up for the course and completely, go after it at your leisure, on your own schedule, at your own pace. It's pretty cool, and it's something I'm super pumped about. So if you are interested in learning how to read tarot from yours truly, then definitely check that out. The course is called Tarot for Transformation, and I will put all of the details in the box below. So without further ado, Capricorn, sorry for the long intro, let's go ahead and dive into this. So the first question that we are going to address here with this reading is just your vibes. So what are the Capricorn vibes for this upcoming week? So the week of October the 13th, 2020. So what is Capricorn's vibe of the week? October 13th, 2020. What is the vibe of my Capricorns out there watching? All right. This is interesting, Capricorn. Give me one more, please. Very, very interesting. So bottom of the deck, we have got the Six of Cups. And I'm definitely picking up like relationship vibes. Love, romance, relationship perhaps is going to be a topic that is on your mind this week. I feel like there is perhaps, and I hate to say it, some of you are gonna be thrilled to hear this, I feel like, and some of you are not. So don't shoot the messenger and take it as it resonates. But I definitely am picking up like a past person potentially returning in the week ahead. And that is actually very, very typical when we have these retrogrades, like Mercury retrograde, especially considering it's coming like almost exactly at the same time as the new moon in Libra. Libra is 7th house energy, all about partnership, all about relationships. We've got Strength here. We have got the Lovers, and we have got the Knight of Cups. And then bottom of the deck here, the Six of Cups. So yeah, I definitely feel like Capricorn, for those of you this is going to resonate with, perhaps you are really missing somebody this week, reminiscing about somebody, thinking about somebody, somebody from your past. Perhaps you want to reach out to this person and offer them something. Perhaps you still have feelings for somebody. However, like with the Strength card, I really feel like you guys are trying to suppress that. So take it as it resonates. And for some of you, it's a good thing. Like for some of you, you don't want any part of this situation. So good for you. Use your best judgment. But for those of you that have been sort of waiting for someone to return, this could be the week that you may hear from someone. You may see that happen. So let's see what else we can find out about your upcoming week here, Capricorn. And Capricorn, this is a brand new Oracle deck. This is like the newest Oracle deck that I have in my personal collection. And I pulled the box out because I wanted to share it with all of you because I like it so much. I think it's one of the better decks I've purchased in a while. It is called Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck. So if you are looking to add, a new deck to your collection, I highly recommend it. So let's get a card for Capricorn. So what can you tell me about this upcoming week for my Capricorns? Week of October 13th, 2020. Let's get one more. Capricorn. Woo! Very interesting. So, bottom of the deck here, we've got this energy of escapist, and it says, come home to yourself. So some of you may be actively avoiding reality this week. That is, I feel like a collective energy. And so take that as it resonates. Let me know in the comments if you've been sort of feeling this energy. Because there have definitely been moments already, like within the past few days, that I have felt this energy. So let me know. I'm very curious. So let's take a look at the rest of these cards here, Capricorn. So the first one that popped out is a card entitled Wings. And it says, you never needed those wings to fly. It's a really sweet energy. So the next card is entitled Flower, and it says, be honest with yourself. And then lastly, we've got this card entitled Lavender, surround yourself with love. So another possibility for this upcoming week, Capricorn, with that Six of Cups and this lavender energy, I'm picking up perhaps like family. You may be spending time with family this week, or maybe feeling nostalgic in some sort of way, like, wanting to spend time with or be around people who are your actual family, or people that feel like family. Friends, our close friends are the family we get to choose. I love that saying. And it's so true. So perhaps that is going to be like sort of a vibe that you've got this week. I quite like it. I've got to say, with this energy of like, be honest with yourself, I do feel like that there's something pertaining to like love and relationships, romance, something that is on your mind this week. And there is a situation that you need to address and be like, check yourself before you wreck yourself sort of thing. So take that as it resonates. For some of you, like you've been, back and forth or you've gone round and round with somebody, like an individual from your past. And if this person comes back towards you, you need to tell them to take a hike sort of thing. But for some of you, maybe it wouldn't be a bad thing to hear from them. So depending on your situation, just take it as it resonates. But at the end of the day, I think the biggest message I'm pulling away from this, Capricorn, is this, wings. You never needed those wings to fly. Like, I feel like perhaps you've done a lot of growing this year, in 2020. Like, you have really developed. You have really sort of ascended in some kind of way and gone through some sort of transformation. So this is a week in which, you need to remember that. Don't lose sight of the progress you've made. Don't forget that you're super strong, basically. And don't allow yourself to be pulled back into anything with that escapist energy. Don't allow yourself to become distracted or preoccupied by anything that is just toxic and no longer serving you. Okay? So let's keep going here, Capricorn. Next, we're going to take a look at just, some things that you should be mindful of this upcoming week. So what do my Capricorns out there watching, what do they need to be mindful of this week? What are some things that my Capricorns need to be mindful of in this upcoming week? Oh my goodness. Yes, okay. It's definitely coming together for me now. Everything I've said so far, like it wasn't by mistake. Because I definitely have been picking up on vibes from somebody from the past and getting the suspicion that this person is probably not good for you. That it's not a situation that you need to feed into, put any time or effort or energy into. And that is what is revealed here. I mean, look at these cards, Capricorn. So what do you need to be mindful of? You need to be mindful of getting in your head and getting stuck in your head with this 9 of Swords. I feel like, Capricorn, if this is your story and you're, resonating with this, there's something that you've been holding on to. And it's like all that you have left to hold on to when it comes to this situation, which is going to be a little different for each of you. But whatever that thing is, you're going to know. All that's left is this. All that's left is just the miserable sort of mental rumination, like replaying the worst of everything in your head, whatever has happened here, whatever went down here. Perhaps this person left or, whatever happened. It seems that this week you're running a high risk of getting sucked back into this. And I feel many of you have actually made a lot of progress moving away from that. So the message here is clear. This week you need to be mindful of not falling back into that. Let go. It's time for you to truly walk away from this, okay? And here's the beautiful thing, Capricorn, and I really hope you walk away from this feeling like empowered by this message. The awesome thing is that one thing that you can control are your own thoughts, okay? You can control your own thoughts. So, be very aware. Be aware of where your mind is going and things that are triggering you. And whenever you find yourself slipping into this sort of energy, do your best to pivot away from it, and out of it as soon as it happens. And the more and more you really do this intentionally, the better you get at it. And before long, you're back in control. You're not allowing your ego mind to just take over and consume you. And then I feel like on the opposite end of the spectrum, some of you just may try to escape this week. Like, you don't want it to be in this energy. So instead of trying to focus your energy and efforts on something, more healthy, instead you are perhaps escaping in ways that are really not healthy, much more healthy than this. So that could just be like laying around or, binging TV shows. And listen, if that is what you need to do, more power to you. Like, I'm not trying to throw shade. But make sure you are doing some things that are actually good for you this week. And some of you may have to kind of, force yourself to do that. But I feel like coming out on the other side, you're going to be really grateful that you did. And like, that may look like going out for a run or going to the gym or reading a book, even like just something that is good for you and good for your body, good for your mind, good for your soul. And I think we can all agree that mindlessly scrolling on the internet or binge watching tarot readings on YouTube those are not really high vibrational activities that make you feel good, ultimately. So take all of that, again, as it resonates. Let's keep going. So what do my Capricorns need to surrender this upcoming week? So what is something my Capricorns out there watching need to surrender? Surrender your addictions. Some of you are actually addicted to your own thoughts. And it's like, and I feel like for many of you, it's like almost like you're addicted to the pain of this situation from the past. And you're torturing yourself. You're torturing yourself by holding on to something. Let me know in the comments if that resonates. But yeah, and for some of you, the addictions may be, more along the lines of, what's common. Not that thought addiction isn't common, because I feel like it's very common. But, for some of you, it could be escaping, through some sort of unhealthy addiction. It could be social media addiction. It could be, for some of you, it could be some sort of substance or alcohol. For some of you, it could be food. Take it as it resonates. For some of you, it could be spending money. So this is a week for you to really step back, Capricorn, and take inventory of how you're spending your time. Take inventory of, what you are spending your days doing. For some of you, I don't know why this is coming to mind, but I feel like this is going to be helpful for at least some of you. Perhaps it would be a good idea to almost like keep a log for a few days and write down like all of the activities that you do in the entire day, even the littlest stuff. And that way you can really account for all of the hours in your day and then go through and rate your mood based on the activities that you're doing. And then really be honest with yourself. Because the thing is, these escape activities, which are typically this toxic addiction sort of energy, it ends up making us feel like shit. Even though in the moment we may think it feels good, it may feel like a dopamine release, we come out on the other side feeling like garbage. So this may be a great week for you guys to, really spend some time, reevaluating that. So Capricorn, let's wrap up this reading with an affirmation. So what is an affirmation for Capricorn? What is the perfect affirmation for my Capricorns out there for the remainder of, I guess for the entirety of this upcoming week? What are some words of wisdom that will really help Capricorn through the upcoming week? Oh, this is beautiful. So this is what the card looks like. Super cute. And here's what it says, Capricorn. When I connect to the spiritual realm, I open the door to receive divine guidance, clear direction, and great wisdom. So yeah, it's very clear to me that this would be a great time for you in this upcoming week to maybe really disconnect, not only from like technology and, addictions or toxic sorts of, thought patterns, behavioral patterns, but, disconnect from your own thoughts. This would be a great week, Capricorn, for you to just sit in silence, for you to meditate, for you to give yourself the time and the space to sort of reset. Because right now I feel like many of you out there watching this are maybe slipping back into some old patterns. And that is very typical, based on the astrological events of this week. I will tell you it's a bit of a recipe for that, slipping back into old comfortable patterns that are actually very harmful to us. So just be mindful. Give yourself space, love yourself. And for many of you, it's also indicated here that, perhaps this would be a great time to surround yourself with good people, people that feel like family. You have a strong support system that is here for you. So there's no need to, endure this alone. Reach out to the people that are good for you. Reach out to the people that have your back, that have good energy. And I feel like that will be a very positive thing for you in this upcoming week and really help you perhaps get out of the funk. Because I don't know why, Capricorn, but I do feel like some of you may just be feeling like blah, and that's okay. And I will end it on that note. Always remember, Capricorn, it's okay to not be okay sometimes. So be kind to yourself this week. Love on yourself this week. And just remember, you're in charge. You don't have to be a victim. The last thing you have to be a victim to is your own mind, your own thoughts and your own ego. You have the power to regain control of that and really get yourself into a better spot. So that is what I have for you, Capricorn, for this upcoming week. Good luck with everything. Please let me know in the comments if this resonated and what you thought of this reading. I love you guys. Mwah. Until next time, peace.